Okay. Well, I think we're live again. Hopefully I don't have any more interruptions today. But again, as we go live, we have to talk to Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I guess. Oh no, here we go.
The fuck do you want with it?
Oh, never
Good
mind.
call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Oh, I guess we don't get to talk to
doesn't
Kuno.
Fucking.
Okay, kid. Goddamn.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
All right. I'm done. I am done with you kids. Absolutely finished. I'm gonna go talk to that gardener real quick. Hello, lady.
Hello again, officer. How? Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Let me win. Please let me win.
All you can see is the fact that her skin is a different color from
man.
yours. That's literally all.
Oh,
You're gonna
no.
have to run with that.
No. That's a horrible option.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever's on the radio, I guess. What does this have to do with snow or gardening in March? Okay.
What are you waiting for? Ask about the disco already. You need some fresh jams to get
fine,
out
I'll
of this
ask about
rut.
the disco. Why are you making me say this?
I'm gonna say no.
We should probably proceed with our business in Martinez.
What is this?
Unless you have more official questions.
Yeah, that was awful.
Hello again, officer.
Oh God, that was terrible. I don't want to think about whatever that was. Oh, that highlights everything. That's actually convenient. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need that right now either, to be honest.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Wasn't there supposed to be something I could scan?
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Oh no. Oh God, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me read through some stuff. Get in front of Cinnamon's headlights. Okay. Oh, was I just supposed to get in front of the headlights? This is awkward. Oh no, here we go. Using whether she made the call. Okay. All right, we can do that.
Third officer, what's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
I like you way better already. You're so
Got
nice.
it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Okay.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
God damn, that was loud.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Oh my God, Alice, please.
Officer?
Thank
I have
you.
CP Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Oh, this is the police. Okay.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
No, what is wrong with you? Oh my God.
No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of
Oh my
her
God.
ways.
The other people who live around here. Local people, I didn't want trouble. You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally.
But damn, it's always the union.
Please, I just didn't want any trouble. You do? What else can I do for you?
Can't push too hard, she'll hang up.
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
That makes a lot of sense.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
Okay.
It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wow.
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business.
Okay, but it is.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
I don't know how I feel about any of these.
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective? Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer.
Okay,
This
that's not what I was
exact
expecting.
conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore. Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
No, don't say that.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Uniform? I never saw you in any
The
uniform.
disco
Please,
thing.
no. You were trying to impress some people with
Oh
it.
no.
Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes.
Oh my god.
It got pretty graphic.
What is wrong with this character?
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that.
Really? Who would have guessed?
I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there. There is silence on the other end of the line.
Okay, alright, we'll just...
No idea.
We're skipping past
All
that.
I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, "Big bucks cannot lie," and "Guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns."
Sound logic?
It almost looked like you pawned
New
it.
skill point.
But believe me, I did not ask.
Alright, here we go. This is where things are gonna get awkward.
No, absolutely
Oh,
not.
my morale!
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
I'm not mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. Yes, obviously, you were the worst client I've ever seen, and I have seen so many assholes in this place.
My god.
I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you, well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O.
Okay.
I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there.
Oh my god. Man, it's all coming together now.
I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
Oh.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers,
Ow.
threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
This guy is bad.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. It's
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do.
oh yeah. This is some rough stuff. I'm gonna save that point until I figure out what I need to actually like get my jacket.
No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled around her index.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without
I
explaining.
may as well tell him. He's right there.
I should have told him, maybe. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something. The stuffed bird, the Great Stewart. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Bitch bird got what's coming, sir.
It was a pretty bird, there since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. You call her Scotty.
My God.
All sorts of things. Some disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Which one would that be? Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San Sans. Butchered that right up.
Interesting.
Huh.
You still have to find it, however. You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
No, let's not do any of this. Call you tomorrow.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Yeah, no, I already
Alright.
know.
Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rouse per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
That was loud.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
Yay, read. Okay. Needs some kind of morale boost. God damn it.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
Okay, well, shit, dude.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Oh my gosh.
No shame in working a regular job, detective. Sometimes after a long day of doing this, I even envy it. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Oh,
You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Oh, this is going to be something else.
Yes,
Okay.
everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Why not gardening?
Okay.
You've already got the gloves.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I love gardening. Not
The
really.
lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page
Hell yeah.
to the right of the task description.
Superstar Cop 3. Apocalypse Cop. Sorry Cop. Boring Cop. Ultra liberal. That's no good. Right. Slowly getting down this tax. Oh my god. Alright. We need to go in here. Where are we supposed to sleep? Who's this guy? All about money, you know.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Damn!
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Yes? Another thing. Great. I love the... Yes? Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. You broke the skewer!
I assure you it was him.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
I don't like any of these answers.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me? Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess.
Ooh, 30 XP.
Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
No, we're gonna be good on that one for now. Oh, hey, the door's open. Let me in here. Who are you? Somebody new to talk
A
with.
thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec.
Quebec.
Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
Man, this would be bad.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Stay masculine.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. The door does not budge.
Damn it.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Gart, let me in. You can't deny me.
Can I help you?
Another
thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Fuck you, it's not just a door.
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
Yeah, but I can sell that.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Oh, that's a shame. What about you, sir?
The man ponders his cooking utensil. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Gosh dang it. Oh! I love money. Okay. Let's see. Where are we gonna move? Yeah. Oh, we're gonna go see if I can get my jacket. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know what I need to get it though. Oh wait, what's this? More money! Oh my god, I'm getting money. I got 12 buckaroos. I don't think that's really gonna get me anything, but hey, it's better than nothing. Yes, I need to get my jacket. God damn it, why is it so hard? Like, why do you walk so slow on this? I feel like it's because Kim's like up my ass about this too. Bro, Kim, you don't get the fuck out of the way, man. This game is already very awkward with this.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on
I
the
need
railing.
that.
No one has claimed it for their own.
This is what I need. Oh, that actually did boost it up exactly.
I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
it could be that we are just exploring.
Possible. Okay. Wait, can I quick save? No. Save. I will 100%.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing.
Oh my
No
god.
one has claimed
Serious?
it for their own.
I'll reload this shit. No, reload.
No.
I want that. I want the win. Please, it's a 17% chance. I have to win eventually. I know this game isn't meant to be played like this, but I want one win, okay?
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing.
Yes.
No one has claimed it for their own. As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Ankles tingling from the tension.
Oh, my morale.
Blood
Yes, thank you.
roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
I did it!
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
Yeah, but I'm kind of upset that I had to jump and you can just climb
With
down.
your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Okay, so this is what I was wearing to begin with, but there we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, these gloves. You know what? There's no reason not to wear it. Oh, where are my points? What is interfacing, master pick locks and pockets? How does those gloves help me with that? My electrochemistry is pretty good. All right, we can finally explore this place. Where's this door go? See, container you can't open, equip a pry button. You know what? That makes sense. That really does make sense. Oh. First things first. Open locked containers in this world. Okay, so that's just... There we go. Hell yeah, we're gonna take that. What's a book do?
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory, but not quite. For you to discover, you've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you. Gone. The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism.
Really?
They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
I actually did not know that.
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
I'm not gonna lie, there is so much detail in this game that it's insane. And then somebody had to do the voice acting for all of this. Like, that's crazy.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal a la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism.
Like, I don't know if it'd be better to get paid by the hour or paid by the word, because holy shit.
But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
Yeah, they did.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
Is that right?
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are.
It's true.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Makes sense.
Why they decided to title this one section Invalda is beyond you. It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the route that I went, like this intellect route, is so important. Because I feel like I am discovering so much more about this world than if I would have, like, maybe the psych, you know, maybe this would have boosted up a good bit too. Like this and these, I don't know. I don't know how much I would have gotten at. Like some of them for sure, but.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Oh my.
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Sweet.
If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll. You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée. Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
Yeah. I don't... yeah.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
I mean, that's NASCAR.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
I really am just in it for
You
the
see,
violence.
one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
Don't you lie to me.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Okay, last one, and then we can be done with this
Unsurprisingly,
magazine.
much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines.
There we go. Breakthrough.
Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First, we take Martinez. Then we take La Delta.
See, I knew that, like, God, man, anything that you read in this fucking game is
Finally,
important.
there's a
Holy
brief
shit.
article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
This is a very topical situation. Oh, what the hell is that?
According to these editorials, private enterprise is simply a means of organizing labor that would already happen regardless. It goes on to call the Wild Pines a nightmarish transnational leech sucking the life from the laboring classes of Martinez.
What a great name. Whale Man. I like that name.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Okay, good. We're finally done with that. My God. Open this page.
Indirect modes of taxation. Turns out those Financial Oversight Committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look, the hearts and minds of everyday Riversholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
Yeah, they are. I don't really know if I can talk about that, truth be told. But it's fine. It's already happening. Okay. Yeah, I know it's your personal. I remember you telling me about that. Which is why I like that name. My God. My God. Oh my God. There's so much. I mean, in this bathroom, I can't see anything in here. Oh, yeah. Lose drama. How do I lose drama for getting glasses? Hold on now. Hold on now. Eye of the Reckoner. Hold on, what are my stats at? Drama's at 5 anyway, and this is at 4. Oh, that actually seems useful. I don't really need the drama too much, truth be told. My drama's pretty good. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man. God, my guy looks horrific. Also, how's the audio and or the
On second
latency?
glance,
I think the
someone
latency
has
should be
forgotten
good.
to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
I agree.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data.
Everything's pretty
Two
good.
kinds of
Sweet.
transactions stand out. Materials coming into
How are
Revachol
you doing?
from the
You
outside
feeling
world,
like shit
from
still?
Windy, Grad, and
God,
even
Minu.
Ilmanar.
Don't sneak up on me like that, Minu.
And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages.
Oh no.
You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Please.
Whatever's
Yes.
hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters.
Oh, how dare they uneven their capital letters.
Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Maybe.
Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht,
What is that?
water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Dude, I'll take money. I'll take money.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Well, nah, I'm curious.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Oh no.
It's
Damn
unclear
it.
whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air. Undoubtedly, no. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing.
Ah, damn. Why is it so fucking hard to do anything? Oh, well, guess we're not going that way. I guess that's the end of this area for me. Which is fine. I made a pretty good distance so far. Okay, 2100 or not long after it. Nice and different. Okay, so it's sometime between there I need to start going to sleep, because my character does need the rest. Do I need to talk to Kim at all?
Yes?
No. Okay, items. We interact.
It's the ledger you found in the
I don't know if we
trash.
went through
A
all this
cabbage of
yet.
papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal.
Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back.
Please don't make me lose.
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again
Look at
later.
all the modifiers I had and I still lost. God damn it.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
I had forgot to add one thing. Hey, there we go. I had forgot to
Then rip them from the binder and hand them
change
out,
the game,
according to type.
or to give it a game title. It do be like that, man, but it doesn't make me happy.
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are
As bad as
field
XCOM.
autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. But they appear pleasantly vague. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people.
Give me all that XP.
Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Maybe.
Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
You know what? Fair enough.
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. With your hands, U4 sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'll do that in a second, actually.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the
Leave it there,
plastic
it's
clipboard.
cool.
You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper
Ew.
peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case files, commit to paper. These are your last couple of months in Revachol, Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. That's a lot. This kind of caseload would explain your solved cases tally on the watermark. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Thank you, Kim. I really need your support right now.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Okay, now put those on. Interact with this
The
again.
ledger you found in the trash.
42%.
A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides.
Yeah, they couldn't do an
If you
80%.
bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
Show me what's inside.
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
You can kill yourself. Oh my god.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their
Oh, the
tentacles
zoo.
toward each other in
The
the
aquarium.
colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too. You feel that thing in the back of your head, that little voice, that quiet scream. You already felt this was a bad idea, but especially right now, it's even worse. Try as you might, you can't read it now. You've got business to deal with first. Talk to the union boss first, at least. I can't stop you for long, but there's just enough of an excuse now. It's slightly, ever so slightly, without resistance. It's
Wait, hold on, damn it.
Without resist, the words just crossed your mind somehow. You see 2 ticket stubs. It's
I don't know what that was.
slightly.
Okay, all right, that's enough of that. I'm done with that. These back on. Save the game again. Wait, actually, hold on. Before you go that way. I knew it.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing
The flashlight does not help.
catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Yeah, no, don't worry. It'll be fine.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date. Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction,
Oh,
critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to La Opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse.
what the fuck are these pills?
Maybe this was a bad idea.
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
Okay.
You take the painkillers. They are yours now. You stand and exit the booth.
Of course I'm gonna take them. I would be crazy not to. I did that. I'm pretty sure that brought my health down. But What's the point if you don't risk it a little bit, you know? Kim, why are you not following me? You're making me nervous. Oh, I was underneath it. Okay. Yeah, this place is huge. It is oddly quiet. Ooh, what are those? It was half light. That's what this is. Oh, okay. Oh, dude, these are all at 4 now. Okay, this is actually pretty good. I don't mind threatening people. Quick save.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
You keep singing to me, Easy Leo.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi. From the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
Nah.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Yeah, fair.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
I feel you on that one, my man.
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
A what? A boar dog?
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Surely that means that it's dogs that hunt boars, not half hybrids.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Better not lose
so it's easier
this.
for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
My God.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Jean-Luc.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boy stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
My God, how long ago was that?
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Okay.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then.
You know, I do feel like this game just reminds me of like Blades in the Dark.
People say us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way.
Leonard.
Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the
Oh my
dinner
goodness.
is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
I don't want to know about all
Doctor
that.
Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years,
Oh my
she
goodness.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting. You see disdain in the lieutenant's dark eyes when they meet yours for a moment. He does not approve of you ridiculing this little man.
I'll be honest, that didn't sound as bad as I thought.
Oh, mister, I do a lot more than that. I really do most everything around here. Mr. Everett said many times I'm irreplaceable. Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is.
Whoops.
Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course. Bye-bye now.
All right. Oh, there's an autosave. See where this takes me. Oh, there he is. All right, hold on. We're gonna need a hard save here because I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up a couple times. It's a big man.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work,
Oh
not
my
the least bit surprised
God,
to see you.
this is the first time I'd rather look at this face than this face. Oh my goodness.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
That's my name, Mr. Dubois.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up.
I don't think it's
you
your health.
understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist. Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
Yeah, you do.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
Well, I shine this flashlight in your eyes.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're an asshole.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
My backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Thank you.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Oh my god. It's only 25 though. That's not enough.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts then.
Also, if I did that, Kim would be all over my ass about that.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be
There's
all
no
right.
way my name is Harry Dubois.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun.
Oh.
Little children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Oh, I have to try.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you?
No.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool
I'm
the
getting
fuck
fucked
down.
in this meeting.
Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something?
Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
I don't know anymore.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I do. Kinda need that. My God, I am getting destroyed in this. Wish I could level that up entirely. That would be nice. What do I need to level up? I feel like leveling this up again would be good. But I also think this needs to be leveled up.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
I'm sure.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors. And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire.
Sure.
You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
I don't want to be Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Ew.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Please. What, do I have like another? No, I don't have another level up. Why was that still glowing?
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you.
It's true.
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on. I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
You think?
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race signs. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big, impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy. Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
That's probably not good.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job.
Okay.
Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Interesting. This was an experience. Get me out of here. All right, well now we can move freely between the Union and the other place. I don't think that went over very well, though, I'll be honest. I don't think it went, you know, the worst it could have. But, it definitely didn't go over well. I lost a lot of morale, and I lost a lot of, whatchamacallits, health. Alright. Why can you not run down this? What does this button do?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arret are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
It's true, Jake. You're not wrong. I would have murdered that man instantly.
Marsh. On. Arret. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely would have murdered that man. How dare he talk to me the way he did? It made me sit in a very uncomfortable chair. Don't tell me that's about to fall over.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. The rusty control panel grows warm to the touch, then grows cold. It is finished.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Yeah, it was. Now we need to get up here.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
You do? Because I don't. There are 1 million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
I'm opening this.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. No reply.
Persuade the door, baby.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because what wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You...
Come on, wait. Oh, no, wrong one.
You're back before the cargo container.
Oh, really? I can't cut this open? That's kind of lame. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Sure, I can mess with that at some point. I could pick up these bottles, I guess, but... Oh, I have the card to go through here now. That's what it is. I was wondering how I was supposed to get down. Now I know. Now I can do the no. Can I mess with this again?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset. Your fingers run over the dial pad.
Nice.
005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then...
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. How may I help you?
Lemmy.
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here. No. Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one. It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia.
What the fuck?
No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Main.
On the corner of Voyager and Main, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker.
There's no way I have the video still.
Suddenly, you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
Okay, get the hell out of here. Oh wow, that brought me all the way to here.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
That's impressive.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
You just call me a ham sandwich?
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
A ghoul? Razagul?
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
How much longer am I going? Probably not much longer, to be honest. My throat's starting to get a little sore.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Lee, I don't like any of these.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos.
Wrong with potatoes?
But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Goodness.
You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. It would enrich you rhetorically. The best idea.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Fuck!
Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets. That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage and an intellectual giant of race theory. Who are you, handmaiden of Al Ghul?
So it was. You surmounted the harbor
Fucking
wall in a
83%
display
chance
of
and it still
athletic
failed. God
prowess
damn it, this
to
game.
reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
How's this flashlight? Huh? Can't see nothing now. Him, sneak off.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
Oh my god, I bet he... Oh, those kids are gonna be screwed.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
What did you do to Kuno? The kid's already crazy.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today. And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
The conceptualization. I need more. I have 5 in that. Jesus. Oops.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble.
Communism is pretty
It takes
cool.
discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure.
Like, I'm no
It is
communist.
lax and moronic. Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music.
How dare you?
Sexually transmitted disease. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done.
Sounds like a pretty fun time to me, to be honest.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. The South Island race, haplogroup
talk so slow.
R4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. Good.
I would like to be done with this.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
Oh, nice.
That will be the...
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
A little bit of a buzzkill.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop.
Damn, Skippy.
Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Sweet. Eternalize that shit. Oh god, -2 logic. Fuck! Excuse me. I need to get back to the hotel and sleep for a day.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend.
Sure.
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wearing
Oh, that door.
That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized.
Okay.
Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in, this jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker.
Yeah, I bet.
I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you because he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everhart. Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is...
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Oh my.
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself. He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
I don't care why you're striking, I'll be honest. Okay, so... now that we got that out of the way, we gotta go check out the body real quick, and then I'll probably end it shortly after that. Oh, shit!
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's...
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Oh, I need to increase my logic again because it's got beat up so much. But I'm gonna do this. No, actually I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this again. I need my logic back up.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything. You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, the way I see it, it's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Everhart, that only leaves the Wild Pines representative. There's one in town, negotiating the strike. She could have information.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Yep.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Epui Descent, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Unfortunately, no. They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes. That's right.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists.
Let's write out some
describing
shit.
The condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
That's you.
Normally I would do this, but we're just gonna do...
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says,
KK57-0803.0815.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
I do. KK5 next.
Okay.
NA. Next. NA. Roughly 50.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. He nods.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mwindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
What? The little monster?
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
Why would you write any of that?
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Shit.
KK57 05.
None. At least not after the initial examination. Then again, the right lividity is easy to produce if you know what you're doing.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
This game is so good.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today.
My God.
42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Yeah, you guys are fucked up.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings
Oh
to
my
be added
God,
to the case
bro.
files as
Just be
document
done.
A1.
I need to take a break.
The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
I don't really know if I want to touch it.
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person after a swim. The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand, like thread off a rag doll's head.
Yeah, it's weird.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
I love and hate Kuno so much.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters. The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Okay.
Always good to think ahead.
Exactly.
Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
That's not good.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
I'm gonna fuck this up.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the yeast. After some
I did it.
deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together.
I can't believe I did it.
Squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
Kim, why do you talk so slow?
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish.
Oh my
Marbling
God.
is present around the crotch.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh.
Where are you from and what's your name? I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from.
Oh God, what is
From
this?
Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo.
Corbo!
What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia? I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh.
That's
we still have to do two more?
What next?
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Well, then write it down. It's
Good.
even better.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Oh my god.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
No scream. No sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
We're going in deeper.
It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Okay.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. Same for toxicology and serology, NA. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
This is not going to be good.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest,
We're almost
and
done.
a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fills. Leave a 4th one too. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer? Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp
Contusions.
bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Yes, maximum velocity.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury.
Right. Next? Nothing. Just in case. A dark red abraded
Finally, this
ligature
is over.
mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. Well, we established probable cause of death.
Yeah.
Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink. You know that, don't you? You are proving a useful detective. The organization would miss you.
Oh, thanks.
Please get yourself together. The lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Let me try, I guess.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
As if I was ever gonna figure
The
that
genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once,
Can't get another.
Do you think we missed something?
you can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling
man.
Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Kuno looks like he gets around. Knows
Ew.
Martinez. And its fridges too, probably.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Okay. God damn, so much to do. I think they're talking about that place. Alright, well. I think I'm gonna end it here. We got a good bit done. So that looked pretty good to me. Alright, well. I'll probably be streaming some more tomorrow, more than likely. I would stream later tonight, but I got D&D, and then after that, I'm thinking of maybe playing some 7 days. I'm not sure yet, but I had fun playing this game, and you know, until tomorrow, I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.